You just had a quick glimpse of his manager right there, Richie Giacchetti. And Holmes is looking around the ring now, and he is just about set to go. This fight will start within a minute and a half, and we'll be back at ringside in just one moment. Ringside, Las Vegas, Nevada. The fighters in the center of the ring. The instructions about to be given to them by the referee, Carlos Padilla, now resident of Las Vegas, former resident of the Philippines. Refereed the Thriller in Manila. Holmes giving the stare to Ocasio. Ocasio not even looking at Holmes. Ocasio quite apparently unafraid, though the eyes just moved up to face Holmes then. It's an old tactic of Holmes's. He's patterned himself in many ways, despite frequent denials, after Muhammad Ali. You'll see similarities in the fighting style. Most of you have seen Holmes before. Only now, though, is he getting the recognition he deserves, as you look at referee Carlos Padilla, as a heavyweight fighter of quality and growing quality. There's the tail of the tape, the 6-year differential in age, the major differential in height. The weight, 214, 207. The reach, remember I said, not that radically different. Ocasio has long arms. His reach is 77, Holmes 81. The bell, the action underway. See Ocasio with a smile on his face. He grins constantly. Very unorthodox, crouching low. Holmes said in the Holmes must punch downward. There he tried to and missed. Action. Nothing like that first round we saw when Shavers was swift, short, merciless, and knocked out Norton in a minute and 58 seconds of the fight. Holmes trying to land his best weapon, that stinging straight jab. Holmes came through with a right there. Ocasio, crouching target, half crouch, sometimes moving into a deeper crouch. The left of Holmes just got in. Larry, purposeful. Remember, he wants to knock this man out in a hurry, if he can. Ocasio just got a right in there, followed by a left. He is not an easy fighter to penetrate, because he is so unorthodox. Amateurish miss. First round action. Larry's right lead got in. His left was picked off beautifully by Ocasio's right glove. You see the counting down in the low right-hand corner of your screen. Less than 40 seconds to go in round one. Fight being carried clearly by Holmes. Crowd yelled. Ocasio had thrown a long left. It did not connect. Counting down now toward the end of the first round. Round coming to an end. We're back for round two, live from Las Vegas. Ocasio against Holmes. The first round dominated by Holmes, but Ocasio giving evidence of what a troublesome kind of fighter he is to meet. Rich Giacchetti, Holmes' manager, kept telling Holmes to use the right. He feels Ocasio is vulnerable to the right. In that vein, look at where Ocasio keeps his left. He has a tendency to drop it from time to time. Larry just scored with the right. Again the right. You see how Ocasio leaves himself open to the right? Ocasio with that flashing grin, if you want to call it that. But laughing doesn't score points. This is second round action. We're a minute 5 into it. Larry Holmes has scored some clean blows in this round. Up the left end. Again the left. He wants to start doubling up on that left. See that right get in there? The right lead. Good left by Ocasio. Broke through Holmes' gloves. I know it's early in the fight, but Ocasio is not afraid, and he is difficult. At least up till now. A minute left in the round. This is second round action. Holmes has not used lateral movement at all against Ocasio. He's been squarely in front of him. Ocasio led with a right and got it through. But of course, the pace continues to be dominated by Holmes, who continues to do most of the scoring. Larry fighting flat-footedly against this opponent. He changes styles as dictated by the style of the opponent. Ocasio got in a right lead, and the crowd roared. Counting down toward the end of round 2. As we approach the end of the round, Ocasio a little bit tough. We'll be back. The bell for the start of round 3, live. Holmes against Ocasio. WBC World Heavyweight Championship at stake. First 2 rounds dominated by Holmes. Not moving, standing flat-footedly, straight ahead into Ocasio. Puerto Rican youngster has a lot of heart. He's also got that awkward style. Holmes must continually punch down. Soft, try to start putting punches together against Ocasio. Ocasio's head keeps bobbing and weaving like a bouncing ball. Ocasio with the right. Crowd yells every time the underdog lands.
Drop the rope. Hey, drop that. I ain't had a fucking rope. Don't be hitting me like that.
Remember, scoring on a 10-point must system. Ring is 18 feet 5 inches. 8-ounce gloves, of course. 3 knockdown rule waived. We haven't had a semblance of a knockdown here with a minute 20 left in round 3. Curious the way he keeps grinning. Ocasio. Minute to go in the 3rd round. Holmes trying to measure Ocasio. Not able to do it. Not thus far. That's the right uppercut that could become a key blow in this fight. Look for more Holmes uppercuts. The way Ocasio holds his head, he is vulnerable to the uppercut. Crowd roared, but Ocasio missed. Mustn't be misled by the roars of the crowd. Now counting down to the end of round 3. Round 4 just underway. Holmes dominating the fight, but Ocasio pleasing the crowd. And he didn't think it would last this long. See the grin on Ocasio's face constantly. See the bobbing and weaving down low. Remember, away on his Bill Daly had him training, moving the head under a string in the ring. Both men unbeaten. Holmes 29 times into the ring, 29 times the victor, 20 KOs. Ocasio. Good left. That stung Ocasio. He shook his head, saying, "No, I'm not hurt." But Holmes got him with a left and then doubled up on him. Hit him both times. And that's the first real sign tonight that I've seen. Now Holmes is beginning to get the left in there. Suddenly a change in the pattern. The Holmes was dominating. He was not scoring cleanly, effectively, except at one point with the right lead. This round, he has used the left more effectively than at any time prior thereto in the fight. See, the crowd roared, but Ocasio did not hit Holmes there. The attempted blows were picked off. Fourth round action. Holmes trying to get through Ocasio's guard. Sometimes moving to the stomach, then pulling upward. Remember Ali against right lead. Now Ocasio's hurt. He threw a right lead, left himself wide open for Holmes' counterpunch. And he shook his head, and he was briefly staggered. But he's a gutsy kid. So Holmes comes at him again. Using the left, as I said, more, and there in combination a left and a right. There is no smile on Ocasio's face. Not now. He is trying to cover. Less than 30 seconds left, and this is the fourth round. While Holmes has been dominating the fight, this was his first big round. We approach the end of round 4 with Larry Holmes in command. All right, there's Ocasio leading with a left, leaving himself wide open for the right. Part of the last round action when Holmes really took command. Not that he hasn't been dominating, he has, but I made the point. Right there, that left was a good score for Holmes. Obviously superior to the opponent. Holmes' only vulnerability could be impatience. I don't think he will be. He must methodically, purposefully continue to work this way. Ocasio can't possibly score points. Not against Holmes. See how Ocasio leaves himself open for the counter-punching right? This is what was discussed in the corner between Rich Giacchetti and Larry Holmes. He leads with the left, drops it. Holmes picks off the left with his, and then comes in with the right. Over Ocasio's left. The right again, becoming the most telling blow in the fight. Fifth round action. Larry going down to the stomach to try and draw the guard down and at the same time facilitate the opponent. When Ocasio gets in close, under Holmes' chin with the head, watch closely. That's where you look for the butt. See Larry now shifting the whole attack to the stomach. Look for the uppercut, too. Ocasio's in trouble. There are welts around the eyes. This is the fifth round. Just measuring him, trying to bring down the guard. Less than 20 seconds left in the round. Another completely Larry Holmes round. We'll be back in a moment. Back live, Las Vegas, round 6. Between rounds in Ocasio's corner, they kept asking him, "Where are you?" Checking his sensibility. Did he know where he was? In the last 2 rounds, he has taken a savage beating. It is clearly a mismatch. For those of you who joined us a little bit late, Ernie Shavers pulled one of the great upsets and one of the great performances, knocking out Kenny Norton in 1 minute and 58 seconds of the first round. Norton never knew what hit him. In his dressing room after the fight, he said, "Did I go down a second time? Did they stop it?" He didn't even know what had happened. Here the pattern is now totally evident. Holmes just chewing up. The crowd roared because Ocasio scored with a left. Ocasio staying in that crouch, the head bobbing and weaving. Larry Holmes fighting flat-footedly, taking it to Ocasio as he said. No movement from Larry tonight. Crowd yelled that left did not get through Holmes' glove. Minute 40 into the round. 6th round action. Same as the prior 5. Larry missed with the uppercut that could become the blow to end the fight, even as Shavers' right uppercut against Norton, in effect, ended that. We've got a minute left in the 6th round. Gutsy kid, isn't he? Ocasio. Heavy, strong legs and thighs. Deceptively heavy for the height of 207. With the left, getting it in more often than not. Ocasio trying to cover. Gloves up there, peekaboo style. And now the 6th round is almost over. So far it's a shutout in my scoring. Holmes every round. We'll be back. Round 7, as we come to you live from Las Vegas, Nevada. Holmes against Ocasio. Holmes winning almost at will, except for this. He hasn't been able to knock Ocasio out. The kid is tough. He's game. He is awkward with that style. Fighting out of a crouch, sometimes a half crouch, bobbing and weaving. He has been vulnerable to Holmes' right, as you've just saw there. Tendency to lead with the left, drop his glove. Holmes comes over it with the counter punch. In only one round, the fourth, did Ocasio appear to be hurt. There, he was staggered right there with a left that cut through. The body, the legs went back. There's that right uppercut. There, now Holmes is turning to the uppercut, to which Ocasio is particularly vulnerable, with the head held forward. There's the left, and down went Ocasio. Seventh round, the round in which Holmes finished Evangelista. The kid is trying to shake his head clear. Carlos Padilla, the referee, touches his gloves, says the fight can continue, and out comes Ocasio with a wild right swing. Holmes remains methodical, purposeful, picking the opponent apart. One knockdown in this round, the first of the fight. Larry wants now to finish it, of course. And the left keeps getting in there. It was overdue. Now that Ocasio has been weakened and went down from the left, he threw the left. Holmes was waiting, banged right in with the right. Second knockdown in the round. Ocasio fights on. Padilla says, okay. Ocasio, now there's the third knockdown, and that will do it. Brutal to watch. Holmes totally dominant from the very beginning. His kid with only 13 professional fights. Ocasio shakes his head. He wants to go on. The 3-knockdown rule waived. A championship fight. Padilla lets it go on. How much longer? That should do it. Stop it. Padilla stops the fight. Finally, maybe one knockdown too late. The kid could have gotten seriously hurt. Now he's on his feet, shaking his head, trying to clear it. Oh, I'll tell you this about Larry Holmes. Recognizing that Ocasio had had only 13 professional fights, conceding that it was a mismatch. The official time, by the way, 2 minutes, 38 seconds of the 7th round. Granting all those facts, you like to see a fighter fight the way Holmes did.
The Trunks weighing in at 131.
Fights on. Padilla says, okay. Ocasio, now there's the third knockdown, and that will... There's the right. There is the right. It was overdue. Now that Ocasio has been weakened and went down from the left, he threw the left. Holmes was waiting, banged right in with the right. Second knockdown in the round. Ocasio fights on. Padilla says, okay. Ocasio, now there's the third knockdown. Ocasio Ocasio fights on. Padilla says, okay. Ocasio, now, there's the third knockdown. Fights on. Padilla says, okay. Ocasio, now, there's the third knockdown, and that will do it. Brutal to watch. Holmes totally dominant from the very beginning. His kid with only 13 professional fights. Ocasio shakes his head. He wants to go on. The 3-knockdown rule waived. A championship fight. Padilla lets it go on. How much longer? That should do it. Stop. Padilla stops the fight. Final. The 3-knockdown rule waived. A championship fight. Padilla lets it go on. How much longer? Padilla lets it go on. How much longer? That's fight. Padilla lets it go on. How much longer? That's Padilla lets it go on. How much longer? That should do it. Stop. Padilla stops the fight. Finally, maybe one knockdown too late. The kid could have gotten seriously hurt. Now he's on his feet, shaking his head, trying to clear it. Oh, I'll tell you this about Larry Holmes. Recognizing that Ocasio had had only 13 professional fights, conceding that it was a mismatch. The official time, by the way, 2 minutes, 38 seconds of the 7th round. Granting all those facts, you like to see a fighter fight the way Holmes did.
The trunks weighing